welcome to my other video. In this video I'm going to show you how to use PHP with Angular. So let's get started. Before starting, make sure that you have already started your XAMPP server in your system. So here you can see I have already started my XAMPP server at port 8080. Then you have to create one file inside htdocs directory. So now I'm going to create that. So for this I have to write touch space angular.php. So now simply write code space angular.php. So here inside my angular.php file, I have to create one script or write one script that will simply respond to my request. So I'm starting. So write php and start and end the php script tag, and then simply receive one post request, that is $_post. The key of the post request will be name, and if there is a post request as key name, it will simply echo as hi, and then uh, it will add the name, that is $post, then name. Okay, now just test that. For this I'm opening Postman, so it is running on localhost port 8080. So inside my body, inside form data, I'm sending the key as name and the value as AV. So make sure that you have written the correct URL. So here I have to write angular.php. So if you click on send, you can get the request as undefined name. So just let me check that. So here you can see that I have sent one get request. So here I have to send one post request. Now if you click on send, you can get the request as hi AV. So that's all from my backend part. Now let's create one Angular project to work on. So for this I'm entering into my desktop and creating one Angular project, writing ng space new, then angular dash php. Okay, so at first it will simply ask for the routing. Just just press enter, and then again press enter, and it will take some time to install all the dependencies of Angular. So wait for some time. Okay, so here you can see that the installation has been successfully completed. Then I had to enter into that directory, uh, and then I had to just create one service. For that I had to write ng space g space s. uh, simply means that ng space generate space service space then name your service. I'm naming it as name simply. So write name, and it will create one test file. I just press no, and it will create some test file and one TypeScript file for to write your own code or own code to get or post request. So now simply write code space dot to open VS Code into the project. So here at first you have to go inside to your app directory, then app module.ts. You need to simply import one module, that is http client module, and you need to import it from just copy that to import it from at angular common slash http. Okay, now the service you have created is name service type, so you have to declare it inside providers. So write name service and make sure to import it at the top. name service from uh, dot slash name service. Okay. Now go inside app component.html and erase all the things. Now here I'm going to create one input type text and placeholder as name, and also one button will be there to send the request. And here I'm going to bind one event for that. It is on click, it will simply call one method that is on send, and I will take the input as reference. So for this I'm just writing hash name for that and passing the name as name dot value. Okay, now go inside app component.ts file. Here at first you need to call the constructor, and here I have to first create one instance of name service. So for that, write private name service. The type is name service. Don't forget to import it at the top, and then simply define that function that is on send, and it will receive the name as string. So you have to pass one form data, right? So for this you have to create that. So write const uh, form data. It will be the type of form data. Then create one instance of it, new form data. Then simply append the key, write dot append, and pass the key as name and pass the value as name what you are receiving from the HTML file. So here okay, so now we need to call HTTP post or get request, right? So for this you have to go inside name.service.ts. Inside it, that first you have to import HTTP client. So write that from at angular common slash HTTP, and then here to make one instance of it, so write is private HTTP colon HTTP client, because it is a instance of HTTP client. So now I'm simply defining one method that is on send service, and will receive one form data, and the type will be form data, and we simply call the post request, right? So for this, write http this.http dot post, and then type will be any, and here you have to pass the URL. So copy from this postman. Now place it here, and the second parameter will be the form data. Okay, so now you have to return that, and here I'm defining observable. Make sure to import it. Uh, Make sure to import the observable from RxJS. Sorry, observable, and the type will be okay. So make sure that you have already imported it from RxJS. Now what I have to do, I have to call this method from my app.component.ts file. So inside onSend method, write name service dot on send service, simply pass this form data, then write dot subscribe, and it will first response the correct result, so log that, that is response, and if anything error is there, it will simply log the error, log error, but make it more interactive. So I'm giving just one string interpolation here, so I'm defining one variable response and making it as blank, and after successful response comes, then it will simply change it, response equals to res, and here inside my app component HTML, I'm going to call using the string interpolation method, that is response. Okay, now that's it. Just run your server, just write npm start or ng start to ng cert to run Angular server. Localhost at localhost 4200, my server is running, my Angular server is running. So I'm opening my browser at port localhost 4200, and here you can see that one, here you can see that one input field and one button is there. Now I'm just opening my console to check if any error is there or not. So I'm just passing simply AV, and if you click on send, and here you can see one error response. So here you can see one error response. Okay, so I think I had to change the type of the response that I'm responding from the PHP file. So for this, open that PHP file. So here I'm just storing this full thing inside one variable called uh, $res equals to that, and then finally I'm just echo JSON score encode, passing that variable. Now save it. Now I'll refresh the page again, and if you just pass AV and click on send, and here you can see that hive is there, and if you just again paste send the text from here, and you can see hi text. So that's it for the day. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please click on the subscribe and like button if you like this video. Thank you.